Welcome. The adults are gone, so Shawn and I are going to hack a Sega Saturn when they're not looking. We're gonna get this website in trouble. What do you think, Shawn?
I think this is a good plan, Chuck. I think the fun part about this is we are going to do legally illegal stuff.
That's
Stuff
right.
that Sega would not have wanted you to do in the 90s, but nowadays we can absolutely do. And the premise of the stream is people always tell you when they're talking about emulation and whatnot, use your legally acquired stuff, yada, yada, yada. But then they never actually like show you how to do all that and whatnot. And so Chuck has some hardware that he got recently, and he's going to show you exactly how to do that. And he brought me in because, I know about this stuff too. So what we got here, Chuck?
That's right. So I'm thinking we're going to be able to effectively have the stream and the video after show you how to end back up your game collection, dump your own BIOS so you don't need to illegally procure a BIOS for the Sega Saturn, how to get region unlocked gameplay, stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to get started, and we have an important decision to make, Shawn.
Mhm.
Which game do we want to back up first?
Ooh.
So I've got Iron Storm, all right,
Mhm.
Amok. I think it's like a
Naturally.
mech game. I haven't
Yeah.
played these. Gex I have played plenty of.
I know that guy.
Yep, Dana Gould. Soviet Strike. So I actually love the Desert Strike games on Sega Genesis, and this is a sequel on the Saturn.
Okay.
They're kind of good, actually. It's an interesting like isometric view of like a helicopter shooter. Mist, of course. I just gave my extra copy of Mist to Mike Minotti at Mysterium Con, and then
Nice.
Off-World Interceptor Extreme. So, what do you think?
I'm leaning towards Gex personally. Just like
motherfucker.
people know Gex, people love Gex, maybe sarcastically and ironically, but I like Gex.
Yeah. Okay. So I want to make sure this is all in camera. Is how a filmmaker would say it. So I have my Sega Saturn here, right? I'm gonna plug it in.
That's a Saturn.
I'm gonna do like the whole magician showing, where his hands are and shit.
Yeah, hand check.
Yeah, hand check. Hand check with Gex is important, actually. Shit.
Fortunately.
The video ports on the Sega devices are not fun. They've never been good.
Yeah, right.
This should get captured when I hit power on. Do you see it?
Yeah, I see it.
Do you hear it?
Schwamp. Yep, it's only right channel for some reason, but I hear it.
Yeah, that's because I need to do mono output on the.
I see.
Wait, actually, what am I talking about?
Oh,
1 second. Let's see if we get.
Hey.
Better?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Why is it PAL though?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Did it actually say PAL?
Yeah, it said PAL HD 720p.
It said NTSC earlier.
Yeah,
I don't know. So the Saturn is just a good console by itself, right? This is the basically when the no game is in here, you're gonna get the BIOS loaded up like this. I bought this, Shawn, and this is the Satiator. Yeah. There's other devices that do similar things, like Saru, I think is one. Saru is one you had mentioned to me, but I got this one. And what's cool about this, let me open it. The Sega Saturn has a video cartridge port. I think it was like a format, so you could like watch movies on your Saturn and stuff. It's like an old format.
I believe it was a motion video or like some kind of MPEG. Yeah. It
didn't take off. So we've got this, and this can plug into that slot and load off of an SD card. So we're going to do that. It's not going to do anything yet because I do need to put an SD card in it. Luckily, I have formatted a micro SD card. It just needs to be like a exFAT or exFAT. So I did exFAT. And the Satiator has like a fun getting started guide. But first, what am I doing? Shawn, of course, we got to play Gex.
Of course.
So we're going to do this jewel case is busted. Very good.
As all Gex cases are.
I gave the nice jewel case I had to Mike with that new copy of Mist.
Nice.
So gonna open. Oh,
drive door open. Whoa,
it's a good console. It's really fun. And then
its internals are whack as hell, but the console itself, once you get into like some 2D games, especially and everything, it was mismanaged by Sega of America, is how I've always seen it.
Sega had a lot of hardware repairability issues.
Yeah. There's some fantastic stories to be told about the Saturn, of like Sega of Japan starting to hate Sega of America, and then Sega of America trying to do the best that they could and maybe not making the best decision every time. There's wild stories there.
And like Sega Japan putting like really unrealistic sales expectations on Sega America. Yeah. Here's Gex. Everybody loves Gex. So what I have this captured through an AV to HD. So it's going to HDMI into my Elgato. So this is direct capture. It all
started so simply. I had just finished my usual morning routine of nude funker size, fired up the Barca Lounger,
nude funker size.
Could this be farther away from you, Shawn, and like stuff that like hits with you, like humor and jokes and stuff?
Absolutely not. No, I hate this dude.
Yeah,
I love the meme of Gex. I hate Gex.
We hate the man, but we actually like the gameplay of this. It's for when it came out, it's pretty interesting.
It's not bad. Yeah.
Well, I forgot how to do it. Is it this? Yeah. Because he'll wall crawl.
Let's get back to the mystery van.
That's a good joke. Oh wait, did I go back by accident?
Yeah, this place has all the warmth of a Dick Clark special.
Okay.
The one-liners.
Whatever, fuck. We don't have time for this. So, what I'm going to do is, I also have this. I know, kids, you might not know what this is. This is a DVD reader writer, okay?
What's a DVD, Uncle Chuck?
I know. I don't actually know what it stands for, funny enough. But this is like a super cheap one I found on Amazon. I'm just going to hit a button.
Digital video disc, I would assume?
Something. And then digital video disc, versatile disc. Take the disc, put it in here.
Versatile, got it.
Okay, so that's loading up. And I have this program. It's very simple. It's called Image Burn.
Oh, the classic, the GOAT.
I know. It doesn't need to get more complicated than this.
No.
And so we're going to create an image file from disk, I think is what we want.
Generally, yeah.
Yeah. So that's already recognizes my DVD reader writer, gex.bin. I'm going to choose my own location for this. So let's go, where's my ROMs? And then my Saturn folder. I'm going to create a new folder. Gex.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to get more specific, you can do like USA or whatever. Hit save, and then we're going to this button. It sure looks like a button, doesn't it? No, it doesn't. It's bad UX. Come on.
Image Burn is like 2005 software.
Right. And again, we're not downloading images of discs. We're not downloading BIOS. Literally backing up my collection, backing up my physical hardware. This is the legal way to do this if you want to preserve your collection, which is getting more and more important. So it's going to analyze the tracks, and then it's going to back that up. And while it does that, we're going to prep the Satiator. Okay. So I can actually show you. I want to show you like the Satiator menu, like if we just load that up by itself, and then if we start doing some funky stuff with it. So Satiator, there is a getting started guide with Satiator. This is really nice. Mm-hmm. It's super simple. Make sure you have a working battery. Mine works. Format the SD card. I did that. Menu.bin has to be in the root directory. And then games need to be in this format. No CHD formats for these.
Okay.
So I'm
is
going
CHD
to
just PS1, or is it more formats at this point?
I'm not sure. I don't know.
Okay.
So it wants you to get the latest firmware and then the menu. I already downloaded these though. So let me just find where that is. So menu.bin, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then satiator.fw, which is firmware. So now the drive is good to go. I can hit eject. I always do this. I think it's safe to like remove or whatever, but you never know. Okay, I'm gonna maneuver because my SD card reader is over here. I'll be right back.
Okay. Chad, don't worry. We'll see Chuck again one of these days.
Okay, I'm back.
But, oh, dang. Dad got cigarettes already.
So I've got this. Put it into the SD card reader. And then the Satiator has like a little slot.
Pop in there.
It clicks in. It's really nice. It also has like a little handle. So when you want to rescue it from the console.
Oh, cool. Good design.
I thought that was cool. Oh, I do want to show you what the video port looks like on this.
Okay.
So make sure I have this right. Okay. So it's this little compartment right here.
Mm-hmm.
It's got just like a little. So that's the video cartridge port.
Yeah, it's a slot, kind of like the expansion pack on the N64 is kind of what I would compare it to, maybe.
Yeah.
Or like the hard drive bay on a PS2 Fat, if you're familiar with that.
Yep. Look at that. I was surprised we beat
Paul.
that thing getting done. Don't you love that audio?
Yeah.
So this slotted in super easy. Like it's the most basic thing ever. I'm going to leave the port open just so I can access it easier.
Okay.
And then so now when I turn it on and there's no game here, it should load that menu up for me.
Sure.
The Satiator menu.
All the Sega Saturn startup sounds in every region are so good. They're all different.
I always had that figured out. Okay, Satiator.
Hey!
We've done it. You'll notice there's nothing really here yet, right?
No.
Nothing to do. Disk load failed. We didn't put anything on the drive with it, but this ensured the menu loaded and that the firmware loaded. So we're good to go. And FW163 is the firmware version. I think that's 1.63. So that's good to go. We did well. So let's turn this off. And what we're going to do is take the SD card back out.
These are good Chuck sounds.
Okay, it should say, hey, here's your Satiator back. Thank you. There it is. It actually wrote the region of my console to the drive, which I thought was fun. So now we can get an answer once and for all. It is you.
Me?
Maybe it's informing the console what region it is, and it writes it to that file. I'm not sure what that does.
But, yeah, because the Saturn is region locked, right?
Right. So I have Saturn now. So we're going to copy. Let's make sure. Yep. It's in here.
Bin and key were made. Nice.
I wanted to show you this too. So I don't have a BIOS for the Sega Saturn. I have not downloaded one because I'm not a criminal.
Correct.
So now I have Gex here. So if I try to run it, it failed to load content because I do not have a BIOS.
Yeah, it's one of the systems that needs it, at least for the cores that are on like RetroArch and stuff.
So I wanted to make sure we show that. I'm going to copy Gex directly into the root of Satiator.
Mm-hmm.
I love how easy this is. It's so easy.
Oh, yeah. I've said for a long time now, my favorite way to play retro games, well, I'm not trying for retro achievements now because, Mister makes that easy now and everything. Yeah. I do like playing with like flash cards or USB drives on original hardware. Like, people can see my CRT back there with a Wii plugged into it. And that has an SD card loaded up with all my old games and a couple other goodies. And it's just like the best way to play, I think.
Absolutely. There is something else I wanted to do. And this, I just so I'm not going back and forth and swapping out the stuff all the time. There's something called Save Game Modifier. Man, look at those ads. Thanks Windows Edge.
Rob likes using this browser, huh?
I only use it for streams. So there's a program called Save Game Copier, and so I already downloaded that. I'm going to drag its ISO and Q into the folder as well. Okay. So the Saturn's going to recognize that as a program I can run, like an application.
Mm-hmm.
So let's eject. Save to remove. Great. That's the last time we'll have to do that, really? Well, that's a lie. I'll show you why. Let's get this back in here. Okay.
Let's see, chat asking about BIOS files. And so if an emulator doesn't require a BIOS, that means that the emulator developer developed their own solution to that. And yeah, they did. They developed some kind of open source thing. For example, if you fire up a PS1 game on the Superstation, there's like an open source BIOS that you see instead of the PS1 startup.
Yep. So it's going to load. Yeah, there it goes. Okay, so now we have the Satiator menu. What's really cool about Satiator is it will automatically unlock your console's region. So I can now play Japanese games like NTSC, PAL, whatever I want.
Mm-hmm.
Let's load Gex. So remember, I just ripped this from the real disc. My disc is sitting in the drive in front of me still. You can do like a disk analysis to make sure the file was good or the disc is good before you rip it.
Can you take the disc out like right now?
Yeah.
It all started so simply.
Thanks, Gex.
I had just finished
there you
my
see
usual
everybody.
morning
There's the
routine
disc.
of
It's
nude
not running on the Saturn
size,
right
so
now.
loud.
Fired up the Barca Lounger, grabbed a quick bite to eat.
Reset. Okay, what if I do this? What if I put the Gex disc in while I have the Satiator Gex image in? Doesn't know what to do. So I think you have to have no disk in there in order to load the Satiator.
Okay, which makes sense because
yeah. So this is the disk. The same.
So we were using the image, then we were using a disk. It's identical. Nice.
Yeah.
There may be situational stuff where it's not identical, but creators of stuff like the Satiator are always working for maximum compatibility as much as they can.
Psychus asked if Gex is Blight Club material. No, I don't think so.
Nah.
It's actually fun to play, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's a decent platformer. It's not amazing or anything, but it's all right.
Yeah. So this is the Satiator version. You have to shut the console down and then turn it back on to go back to the Satiator menu.
Yeah.
But our image of Gex is working. I have effectively preserved my collection. CDs do have a shelf life. Eventually, all the CDs from the 90s will be toast.
Yeah, disc rot, as it's usually called.
Yep. Don't know if people know that. So we're going to go to game.q. And so this is the save game modifier I downloaded. It's going to run it just like any other application on the Saturn.
Mm-hmm.
And Shawn, I'm going to show you how to dump the BIOS of a Sega Saturn.
Hey, here we go.
Okay. And we're going to do a little math while we do it, all right? So I'm going to go down to dump memory.
Uh-huh.
And we have to enter the address of where the BIOS is that's been loaded into my Saturn, and then how big the BIOS is.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense. Okay.
Yeah. So
because we were talking about retro achievements the other day, and I realized because I was playing a game, I fumbled to mention that the way retro achievements work is that it reads what's put into memory, and that's how they can know when to trigger an achievement is they look for a string in memory. And so that's similar type of thing that the Satiator is doing here because the BIOS is loaded into memory right now, right?
Yep.
Okay.
So I know that the BIOS is at 0000 whatever in the address, but actually we want the echo of the BIOS, which is very confusing, but it's how these consoles work. It's like the one that's been loaded into memory and like has loaded other things, and someone's going to correct me in the comments, and that is okay. You're allowed to do that. And I know that the BIOS is 512 kilobytes large.
Okay.
And if I enter the address 0 times 0008 0000, I know that is 16 to the fourth power, 16 times 16 times 16 times 16. And if you do the math, that comes out to 512 kilobytes. So I know it's at 512, that address, and I know it's 512 in size.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to hit C. I'm going to hit start. It looks like a blue screen of death. It is not. Memory info. Copy to Satiator.
Okay.
Successfully performed the operation. Okay. So let's turn this off because I want to get the Satiator out. Gonna plug it back in. Ah.
I was looking for the MD5, the checksum of a Sega Saturn US BIOS. I can't find it offhand, but it's nice that it does give it to you on that screen so you can check it yourself.
Yeah, and we could totally pull it open and go validate the BIOS. So here's the file we wrote.
Okay.
So what I do need is a BIOS US Saturn file name. I'm not downloading it. I just want to know the file name.
Okay. Right.
Which is mpr-17933.bin.
Okay, so that will be the file that an emulator looks for. It's a file with that name.
Exactly. So I'm going to copy this and put it in my RetroArch BIOS folder. So earlier when we tried to run Gex, it didn't work because I didn't have a BIOS. I don't think I have to like reload RetroArch in order to pick up that new BIOS.
Might have to, but we'll see.
So, ready?
Yep. Hey, look at that. And there's the boot screen telling you that you're using that BIOS.
Yep. So that image, the video there is the like it's from the BIOS. Yeah, I think that's really cool.
That is really neat.
This is my console's BIOS. There is not another like it. This is mine. You can't have it. I'm not uploading it.
Yeah, so when people always say make legal backups, that's what Chuck did step by step. He showed you how to back up your game, turn it into an ISO or a bin.q, and then back up the BIOS of your system. So that way your system's BIOS is being put up through an emulator or whatever, and you're using your ripped copy of the game to play it. So it's all legal. This is all legit. This is how you do it.
Let's do I haven't played some of these. Amok is always like very interesting to me.
Okay, sure. I do have a question of, did you just like look up the memory address for the BIOS to know that? Okay.
Yep. That's like extremely public information.
Yeah. And that's why documentation is important. That's why people developing emulators and working on the real hardware in coordination, it's so important to then know how a system works, because then we can do things like preserve games this way. Like we talk about game preservation a lot on Giant Bomb lately, and Chuck is literally doing just that right now. He's preserving his physical copy of a game into a DRM-free version that he can play on the original hardware using a Satiator. He can play in an emulator. He can do whatever with the game that he purchased. It's more important than ever, like you said at the top.
I'm going to do Amok. And then save. And do it. The last time we did this was pretty quick.
Yeah, just took
I
a
was
minute
pumped. I feel like I got a great deal on the Saturn. It came with like all these games. I love when I get like a bundle.
Those are cool. Yeah.
Yeah, and also like no one wants to individually sell every part of their collection anyway. I don't think. But.
Right. Yeah, when I bought my Xbox One X, I specifically just wanted something really good for backwards compatibility. The person said they would throw in a few games, and they threw in like they said like they were throw in a few good games, and they were like Titanfall 1 and 2 and Forza Horizon 4 or something like that. I'm like, these are good games. Thank you for these.
Jansen chat and says, I bought a bundle of ties recently.
I mean, that's something.
Ties? What do you mean ties?
Jan might still be on the upswing, recovering everybody.
I miss
we
Jan.
don't know.
I want Jan back.
Yeah, we'll get Jan back eventually, don't you? Speaking of chat, though, I do see we have a couple super chats I'll address real quick.
Yeah,
Zombie Pourin says, who's the most Gex-like person at Giant Bomb? Dan? Yeah, it's Dan, 100%. He doesn't want to. Just like how he doesn't know that he's Deadpool. Yeah, but he's Deadpool. He's Gex.
It's crazy when you tell him things like that, like in a meeting or whatever, and he's like, what? Yeah.
Huh? And he goes so far out of his way to not be that way for like a couple hours. It's very funny. And then Antonio Morales says, they raise their hand and they say, will there be more classes in the future, Mr. Chuck?
I would love that. I love this stuff. I have like a fully, so some, depends on the console, but like, so for this one, it's like, yeah, I could totally retrofit it and get HDMI out, right? They have stuff for that.
Yeah.
But in my case, this is way more one where I would just like want to capture what it has out. Back up my stuff like this, play RetroArch.
Yeah.
But I have like an original Xbox that I got like modded with the Stellar HD mod. I would love to show Like, okay, you have all your Xbox games backed up on network attached storage NAS, and then streaming from the NAS to the Xbox, then doing HDMI out for the stream. Oh, that would be...
I haven't done it myself, but Retro NAS is very cool for that.
Yeah. So that's what I'm thinking of doing. The Stellar HD mod, I forget who makes that, but they're doing like a really amazing job, and they keep releasing updates to that software that allows for things like that. It's like a complete rebuild that they bundled with it of the Xbox OS, so it'll run stuff more custom.
Right.
It's really cool. I'm trying to think. So we did the BIOS. We ripped a game. We're ripping another game. We showed playing the game on the console. We showed playing it on the PC. This feels pretty good. This actually went way faster than I thought it would.
It went very well too, because that's what happens when you prepare sometimes.
I do want to like actually source some of the stuff and show you where to get it. So wiki.satiator.net. This is where they have that really nice getting started. I think this is MediaWiki. MediaWiki is a technology that powers Giant Bomb's wiki. So if you ever want to, it might be DocuWiki. Yeah, I lied. It's DocuWiki.
No, well, never mind.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Screw that.
The other thing I wanted to find that I couldn't find earlier, what was it called? And we're going to put the links to this stuff in the description. Absolutely.
Sure.
It was like Save Game Modifier Saturn. GitHub. Saturn Save Tool. What is it called? Saturn Save Tools. Save Game Copier? Is this it? Yeah, this is it. Sling a Homebrew. There it is. Okay. So GitHubs intimidate people. I understand. But all you need to do for a project like this is go over here where it says releases. You're going to click this. This is the latest. You could also go to all the releases. So they have pre-release candidates. But this is the one that they're like, this is safe for everybody to use. And then you just need to download game.q and game.iso. And they're so small.
Yeah,
very small
I've been trying to impart on people, hey, just learn things. Like even if something's intimidating, just learn something. And you bring up something good here with GitHubs of people see like walls of text and they see code and they get scared. Now, usually it's just go to releases and you'll see an exe or whatever file you need. And I people who have really good GitHubs will also just have a giant button that says download because they know people get intimidated. So that's better if a project can do that.
I just had an idea. We have Gex on the disk. And what I didn't show this thing doing is saving, like getting your save games off your console.
Oh, your PC. True. Yeah.
Let's do that. It does require I play Gex and save it.
I know how much you hate that.
No, I like the game plays fine.
Yeah.
What's really weird to me is how the Saturn plays cartridges, and I don't mean the video cartridge, but you could put cartridges, and it's like a top loading thing.
Yeah, usually that was just for the RAM cart that because it's basically an expansion cart, and it would be used for things like Capcom arcade games, like some of the fighting games. They used a 4 megabyte expansion pack is what you would pop in there. But people have repurposed that slot for other things, like the Saru.
An Action Replay was made by some third party. That's basically the Game Genie for the Sega Saturn, I think.
Yeah.
Oh wait, there are no save games for Gex, are there?
Time to teach someone some manners.
Oh, it's password. Well,
I think it is. Myst has save games, but I haven't ripped Myst.
You could do a Myst rip your Myst.
I could. We'll do that one after a muck. C to enter.
Probably start.
This feels bad. Nope, it's not start. This
Pope has more color in his cheeks.
Oh, Gex. Off to a rip roaring start with Gex, huh?
Let me start.
I would assume it's the bottom one because there's an image on it.
But that takes me back to the menu, I thought.
Oh. Chaz, anyone old enough to remember how to play Gex? Gee. Oh?
Okay, we did it.
Okay.
I don't know. It was C.
3, 2, let's get back to the mystery
Oh,
van.
I remember. Okay.
Yeah, we've seen this.
All right. What's that? Into Dreams? Nights into Dreams? Is that game that everybody loves?
Yeah, that a lot of old people sure seem to say is a good video game.
I'm interested. I want to play it.
I feel like there's just a huge learning curve. I don't know. I even looked at the manual and everything. I can't get into the Nights. I love the music from Nights, I'll say that.
Shawn, remember when we started that meeting last week and I was just playing Gex?
Yeah, that was a good time.
It's a good video game. I think I can... Like, this is great.
Where'd
like,
my dude
wall
go?
crawling like this?
Yeah, it's like a totally solid platformer. Gex himself is annoying as hell, but you know, well, that was 90s mascots.
I'm curious if, like, the tail whip helps float you a little bit.
Right.
It does.
Like, Dixie Kong.
One for me and one for me.
You did it. All right.
Dang. You cut Gex's head off? Mario would never.
Sega does what Nintendo don't. God damn it.
This is what they were talking about, yes.
It's kind of tricky.
Ooh. How the hell do you get in there? Can you, like... Oh, yeah, you can go around the... There you go. He's sticky. That makes sense. Don't ask why he's sticky, but he is.
Secret levels?
Kind of getting into the music here, too.
What's that?
I'm getting into the music.
Yeah.
I'm invincible.
How do I get up there?
Good question. Can you stand on that? No?
Oh.
Into the garbage chute,
Oh
fly
well.
boy.
I tried.
Maybe a power up later.
Yeah. Or, like, I think there's a way I could have juiced it a little bit and...
Damage boosted.
This isn't a blight game because it's actually fun. Like, I'm enjoying playing this.
Right.
Ow, forgot the TVs are bad for some reason.
Even though you go into them?
Yeah. Getting your iconography confused a little bit. Is that a bomb? Yep.
That's it. That's the spot.
I don't eat anything but this. Geronimo!
That looks bad. Oh. See, they're enticing me a little bit, aren't they?
Yeah. There must be some way to, like, get armor or go around it.
One for me and one for me.
Boom. Everyone's favorite game, Gex.
Oh, let's not get crazy.
He just barfed on the screen.
That is wild.
No Gex on the website. Oh, sorry. Jeff Grubb is in the YouTube chat harassing. I want to go back to the... Oh, wait, do I have the... Yeah. Let's go back to the Satiator menu because there's some other options in there I haven't really messed with.
Okay, yeah.
And actually, I think because I've played Myst on this before, I think my save games are on it anyway.
Okay.
Don't know why I didn't think about that.
Yeah, it's important to back up your saves with Saturn in particular because it does use a battery save, you know, like old Pokemon games.
A CMOS battery, yeah.
Yeah, which is a wild concept that it battery saves on the console like cartridges did despite being a disc-based system.
Right.
Yeah, so if that battery goes out, all of your saves are gone. I would assume that the Satiator prioritizes putting saves on it and under a SD card.
That's a great question.
Usually flash cards save to the SD card.
Okay. So I want this because this is the save game tool. I want to rename that. I don't like that it's just named game. Okay. I don't know. What does internal memory do? Oh, yeah, there it is. There's a save
Mist
game,
Island.
Mist Island. Copy to Satiator.
Easy
Sick.
enough.
That was easy. I don't want to format. Save collect project. What is save collect project?
Save collect project, yeah.
Oh. What does that mean?
I don't know.
I'm scared to do it. Don't push the buttons if you don't know what they mean, you know? CD file
That's
system.
right.
Reading saves. CD file system. Whoa. Was this on this person's console before I bought it?
Oh, yeah, looks like.
Interesting.
Yeah, I see Street Fighter save data. I see Castlevania save data. Daytona, yeah. Falcom, so that would be Ease.
Oh, Dracula X.
Fighters Mega Mix.
Wait, are these copies of the... What's BUP? Is that a backup?
Yes, I would assume that would be a save file, right?
How big is this? Size 4388. But is that kilobytes? Because that would be megabytes if it is.
No,
it's just bytes. That's 4.3. Yeah. So yeah, this must just be saves.
Yeah.
Interesting. I'm not doing crime chat.
Oh, this was on the Satiator.
Yeah, this is on the this is on the Sega Saturn itself.
Oh, so that was on a CD file system.
Yeah.
Huh.
Okay, it's weird.
Yeah, I guess that must be the save location for the Saturn.
Let's look. Menu user guide, multi-disc mode. Oh, so this is an interesting thing. If you're playing a game that has multiple discs, you back them up like normal.
Mm-hmm.
And then when the game is like, hey, change the disc, I think all you do is push the open disk drive button. Yep. To change discs while running, just open the CD drive lid and close it again. The Satiator will cycle to the next disk image. You don't even have to go to a menu. It just cycles.
That's really nice.
That's a great touch. Really nice. And then they have like recommended file structures. I don't think I have a multi-CD game yet. I need to go buy some.
Those are usually the more expensive ones.
Action replay. Let's do that too. I should plug in the action replay. This game is a bit larger than the last one we did.
Yeah, it's close though.
So let's do that. Ugh. All right. So this is the action replay. Look at this. Complete in box.
Oh, hell yeah. That's the classic right there.
Comic Sans on the back, which is really good.
Yeah.
Okay. So while we're messing with this, let's get... I found out I could, instead of taking the Satiator out, I could just remove the SD card really easily. So
yeah. Nice that spring load.
Uh-huh. Okay. Okay, Satiator. So I'm going to, if the files are there, we can actually test it in RetroArch first before wasting our time.
I just finished.
Right.
So menu toggle.
Shut up, Gex.
I know. Load content. Honestly, know what we could really use a stream of is like correctly using RetroArch. Shawn.
Yeah, how to set it up, because this software, look, I appreciate all the hard work everyone's put into it. Poor foundation, really poor foundation. It's too confusing for its own good.
What? Jeff Grubb beat Real Mist on Switch in one day yesterday.
Dang.
Sorry, I got distracted. That is wonderful. I'm really proud of you, Grub. That was the most anticlimactic like intro like logo for a company. It's just a lemon.
A lime that says lemon.
I just thought it was in a dark room.
Lemon.
Presents. Okay, I'm pressing start. Okay, there's a little bit of. I love when there's input lag on a menu.
Oh yeah, this is a good sign. Look at that dude! Look at that dude, Chuck.
It doesn't want to be played.
Are you using your Saturn controller?
No, this is the RetroArch.
Okay, I was gonna say, because if you were using a Saturn controller attempting to control RetroArch, that would be the problem. Okay, that's not the problem.
That was the problem.
Oh, Chucky.
You could see why I got confused. Look, there's a lot going on here, okay? So we're gonna copy. That was really funny. Copy unlock
in there. Don't worry.
We'll cut that. Yeah, Joey Zaza says Chuck is just like me. That's right. I'm an idiot, just like you. Not you specifically, Joey.
The rest of us. You're an average person. Yeah.
Yeah. We should start ripping Myst, huh?
Yeah, that might take a hot second.
Actually, so I did that as a test. Look, I'll admit, I did some tests to make sure everything worked.
I appreciate that.
Yeah. Co-owners, take notes. And made sure that Myst worked and that I could like back it up and do all that stuff.
Uh-huh.
But then I deleted it before starting the stream.
Okay.
Go back that up. Back that ass up, as they say.
Mm-hmm.
Sega CD is my next thing, but I have like a fried chip or a transistor that I need to deal with. I've been talking about that on Blue Sky once in a while.
Are you gonna handle that manually or have someone else do it?
I can't do it because the way it's like a surface mounted transistor.
Mm-hmm.
So apparently that can like do damage if you don't do it correctly.
Gotcha.
So it doesn't even know what this game is. Well, I know what it is. ROMs. We're gonna make a new folder for Myst. This is very easy. Like, this is a very
it has been so far for sure.
I will say, like, the Satiator is not the only option that does things like this, and it is like one of the more expensive options. But it was available. I think it was $200. But
that's why
I'll be
people
able to
like
put
the Saru, which it's an open source project, the Saru, so that means that there's a lot of like poor quality ones on AliExpress, and so you have to like find one from a good vendor. I know RetroRGB Bob has like talked about that extensively, so you could go see what he says or on the website. But the Saru is cool though if you can get yourself a good one, because that cartridge slot that we talked about, it plugs into there and that reads from an SD card. So it's basically like the more efficient way to do what the Saru is doing.
I forgot I was
or the Satiator.
Do you know how the action replay works, Shawn?
You mean like broadly speaking, how does an action replay work?
Yeah.
It changes memory values, right?
The instructions are still in the box.
Hey.
Look how faded they are.
Yeah, that one page of instructions.
Okay. Has 4 functions. Action replay. You can't put the name in the instruction like as whatever. 4 megabyte memory card. Expansion RAM card for 1 megabyte or 4 megabyte. So I assume some games required it. Is that what it was?
Yeah, like I think X-Men versus Street Fighter required it, for example.
Okay. And then allow US, Japanese, and European games to run on all version of Sega Saturn.
Yeah. So
Cool.
prior to all these like flash carts for the Saturn, people would just like pop an action replay on into the back end. It would do like all the things you needed to do.
I think the Satiator, this does like a lot of the same things as the Satiator, funny enough.
Yeah.
Where it'll bypass that. The Satiator will also provide the RAM to play whatever you wanted. And then there's cheats in this too. How's that work? Now I'm curious. So look at this. I love it.
Yeah, it's right out of the 90s. Cute.
Okay. I plugged it in. I'm going to hit start. Or power, rather. Gotta say, I'm enjoying the startup noise every time.
It's really good.
It's no Sega, but it's pretty good. No SD card detected. Oh, well, it's trying to boot the Satiator because it's plugged in. I see the issue.
That would make sense. What are we trying to have happen right now?
Okay, I want to boot to just the action replay.
Okay. I don't know if the action replay does anything on its own.
We'll see. Drive empty. Cool. So we're going to open. Oh. Certainly some cheats for Gex, right?
Oh, yeah. 100%.
Okay. I need a new jewel. I did order some replacement jewel cases for the Saturn. This Gex one is so sad.
Are there like reproduction ones that people are making?
Yeah. Or like just scavenged, you know?
Right. Yeah, I guess there were enough sports games. People usually use those, but it'd be cool if there were repros now.
There were enough Gexes where...
Yeah.
So, it's loaded. I just need to hit... Should read the instructions. Okay. Start game with no... After boot up with Action Replay plus 4M connected, the main menu will appear with the following commands. I didn't see it boot up, did you?
It all started so simply.
I don't know. I don't think it's working. Oh, we're done ripping the game.
Thanks, Paul.
See, Mist was fast. So, maybe it's because I put the disc in. So if I start it from power off. Action replay?
Oh? It's booting something.
Nope.
Oh, there's Gex. Is it bunk action replay?
Okay, action replay not working.
Yeah.
How about that? Did
Or
I
at
get
least
it
as far as we know.
Maybe we'll see. All right, I'm gonna put that away. But still, I like having it. I don't need it because Satiator literally does everything it does.
Mm-hmm.
But we have... Did I do Amok? I might as well just put Mist on this too, huh?
Yeah. If you got Mist, use it.
Spend Mist if you got it.
Oh, this is a very funny message if true. Action replay will boot up on startup, but if you have it all the way in, it won't read well, so remove it slightly each time.
I'm going to try
just
that.
Jank enough to be true.
That's so stupid. I'm definitely going to try it.
Okay,
I'll put Mist on here. Handbrake is a great program. Grub says, that sound effect is the handbrake notification as well. I don't think I ever turn on the sound for handbrake.
Nah. What kind of maniac does that?
Right.
We have another super chat here from G Careful. This is the good stuff. And then
Good.
hammer and wrench emoji, disc emoji, and save emoji.
We'll definitely make sure we have timestamps, and I'll provide the links for where I got this stuff.
Perfect.
And nothing is illegal. This is all legal.
That's right.
I have a Sega CD, so like hopefully I could do very similar things with it once I get that repaired.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Myst is loaded. Do I have the same save game for Myst? Yeah, that's what this is right here, I think.
Yes.
Cool.
Myst E.
So, oh wait, actually, so what I want to try, I wonder, can I run that save game
on RetroArch?
Yeah.
Probably.
Actually, I'll put it in the... I don't know where save games normally go in RetroArch, but I can figure that out. Okay. So we're going to eject this. Then... That's really fun. Doing like tactile things, buttons, and things that click in.
Yeah, physical objects instead of everything being on a screen.
It's more human, you know?
Absolutely, yeah. I love more mechanical stuff.
All right. That's good.
Doesn't get old.
Let's pop that wide. How about that?
Sure.
So you can see how extra shitty it looks.
Very basic capture.
Wait, I don't want Gex. I forgot it was in the disk drive. Fuck that. Nice.
Okay.
So I opened it, removed Gex, the disk, and it popped me out here. Very cool. So I want to see if it will have that save game still. So this save game I created by playing the disc, and now this would be the Satiator disc version of the game.
Okay.
So like if I had a bunch of save games on my console and I start using the digital files I backed up instead, will it still work? The question on everyone's lips.
Correct.
Burr. Appears like no. Appears like it did not work. Also, look at this implementation of this game.
That do be a hand that you're moving across. Yep, is pictures. It's just pictures.
That was animated. You saw that.
Yeah.
Very fitting way to follow up the weekend. By the way, we're posting that, or we already did, the Mysterium Convention panel that we did.
Right.
$40, $67, $47, $67. Look at that. Oh, it's this button. That's right. All right. I'm gonna cheat because I already know how to get something, I think.
All right, Mr. Smarty Pants over here.
This is a fine adaptation of this game.
Catherine, my love, I have to leave quickly. Something terrible has happened. It's hard for me to believe.
Okay.
Most of my books.
During the panel, this man,
Catherine,
on screen, literally texted to submit evidence to my court case.
I'll find you serious as well.
That's right. The
That's
actor.
cool. Mike Minotti?
Known better than to have left my library unchecked for so long. Well, I've removed the remaining undamaged books.
Whatever. I lost all respect for that guy when he started meddling in government court cases and stuff. No, he was cool. All right. What were we gonna do? What were we doing?
Save files using them on RetroArch.
Oh yeah. Does that work? Let's find out.
Good question. I would assume that format is one that you can use in there.
Did I close RetroArch? What a fool. All right. There's an important console right there. The 3DO.
3DO. Mikey's
hey,
favorite.
There's a lot of bad stuff. Whoa, wait a second.
Huh?
I've never done this in RetroArch. Have you?
Load disk? No.
This is gross. I love this.
I wonder if it's going to read from disk or if it's going to dump it.
Load a physical disk. Select the core to use with the disk. That sounds like playing it.
Right, but most emulators will dump it and then just run the ISO.
Oh,
well, I guess dump disk is a different option.
Saturn controller just now. Oh, there's dump is a separate option.
Yeah.
Sick. Okay, I guess you could do that with RetroArch too. Is this working? Dude, you bought a Dell. I hit enter.
Good sign.
I can hear the disc moving.
Hey,
wow.
Sunsoft.
That's cool. I never knew it did that.
Me neither.
Oh, I'm controlling it with my keyboard.
Oh, that's some sicko stuff.
Ew. Okay, it doesn't look like the save game was there either. Well, if I do... No, not that. If I hit start, what happens? Ugh, that's arrow keys moving that around.
Oh, that's wrong.
If I hit start, goes to menu. Okay. Oh, by the way, the menu is also...
Yeah, why not?
Will this work? Cartridge memory?
Yeah, because your action replay doubles as a save cartridge.
Load item. I'm trying to think what would be RetroArch's memory. Probably be system. Nope. So I bet there's a way to do that. Get the save games from the Saturn onto this, but I don't know what it is yet.
Okay.
That's
you might
funny.
have to convert the format.
And then if I eject this disk, this will be the true test. Because the sound, the water was playing off the disc.
Right.
It's dead.
All right.
Oh, killed it. There you go. Wow.
Neat.
Am I dumb? I never knew that. I never knew you could play discs into RetroArch. Wow. That blows the mind. Let's try the action replay one more time.
Okay.
Because it's funny. I did remove the satiator because I think it was interfering with it. Sega stuff is good, and I like it.
We got another super chat from Cyberlink saying the image burn sound is from the Sound Ideas sound effect library. The track name is comedy, accent, Mexican jumping bean music percussion. Shout outs to Paul.
Wow. How do you feel about that, Shawn?
I feel like that is a very 90s fact right there.
How will I know when it's working? Like, when does it pop up if it's action replayed?
Great question. I've never actually seen one like be used for. Oh, there you go.
It did. Okay, it worked that time.
Yeah, I've literally never seen someone use an action replay in a Saturn as an action replay.
So if I open this and because Gex will have cheats.
Naturally, yeah.
Okay. Select cheats. Wow. And if the game didn't exist, you can do new game. Gex. Infinite lives.
Oh yeah, that's what you need. Yeah.
So it's on. Start. Wow.
Yep, there he is.
Grubs and chat saying Sunsoft, the mist people. So I assume they were just responsible for the port. I wonder if the port.
Oh no, the Saturn killed Chuck. Oh no.
It all started so
Chuck.
simply.
Chuck, please respond. That's crazy. Gex killed Chuck directly.
I've lost Shawn in Discord. I bet he can still see me. Who knows?
I can see and hear you. Can
hello.
you
You're
hear
back.
me?
You're back.
Hi, hello. My Discord died for you for a second.
This has been a lot of Gex. I'm really sorry.
Bob Hope has more color in his cheeks.
It's my fault, really.
All right.
Night to slime, boys. Nice talk.
Infinite lives. Let's see.
99.
Look at that.
Yeah, it sure seems like it.
This technology that was sold in the 90s does what it says on the box.
Don't you miss those days?
Of things doing what they say they do. Whoa!
You bloody baboon!
What's this power up? Eh. I'm trying to die. It's not working.
You could cut his head off. Or not?
There we go.
Night to slime, boys. Nice talk.
I killed him. I warned him about Gex.
99?
99. There you go. Action replay. Who knew?
Cool.
Not me. All right. Think we can call it there. Shawn, thank you so much for hanging out with me. Like, use this time as an excuse to back up my own video game collection.
Absolutely. I think this was a valuable thing to put out there, Chuck. I'm glad you showed everybody how to back up their games, back up BIOS, and then use them all on real hardware or emulators. I think that's a very useful skill for everybody to know. And hopefully we all broke it down easy enough that people can go back, go step by step and do it themselves if they want to, if they have the same hardware.
I mean, if I can do it. I mean,
That's right.
I think technically the action replay could dump the BIOS too, but that begs the question: how do I get it off of this?
Right?
Like, do you shake it? But yeah, thank
Or
you
we never
everybody, and who knows? We might do one of these again. These chuckleheads all have all kinds of retro consoles and stuff, and I think Dan's always interested in doing some of this stuff too. So
that's right.
Yeah. All right. Thank you very much, and goodbye.
Bye, everyone.